So beautiful. It looks so much bigger in real life than it does on the screen. Yeah. Beautiful Virginia. I am in Pennsylvania. Well, you will not believe this, but hey, I am at Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I did not expect my next video to be at a parking lot at a theme park in the year 2000, but here I am.
Download the Hershey Park app or visit hersheypark.com/safety. For your convenience, free Wi-Fi is available throughout the park. Maximize your visit with the Hershey Park app.
Yo, so I just got off the Candymonium, and I have to say that may have the best sustained airtime I've ever felt in a B&M hypercoaster, for real. Mako is an amazing coaster, but Candymonium, at least the first drop and the first hill was better than anything I ever rode on a hypercoaster. Like, yo, I just got out of Skyrush. Holy crap. Talk about insane. Now, I'm come from a state where it's mostly B&Ms, so I'm used to mostly floater, sustained airtime, you know, intensity, but smooth. Holy crap. Skyrush was intense as crap. My wallet almost fell out of my pants. That's how intense it was. I was holding on for dear life. But did it crush my thighs? No, I actually didn't have an issue with the restraints at all. Now, there was a little pressure with the when they put it on your thighs, but it wasn't it wasn't uncomfortable at all. I felt no discomfort. It was fine. Now, will I be able to marathon that ride? I don't know about that. But yeah, very, very intense ride, very, very fun ride. Do I like it better than Candymonium? I prefer a ride that doesn't try to violently, you know, smack me around and kill me. So I think I may prefer Candymonium just a little bit better. But anyway, on to Great Bear. Alright, so I just got out of Great Bear. And man, that is a very solid B&M invert. It was very fun. It had that old school intensity. There were two standout moments that I liked about Great Bear. The first one was that turnaround before the first drop. I was surprised how much forces you get in that, especially in the first row. The second was that little twisty part before the corkscrew. That threw me out of the loop because, yeah, like I said earlier, it had that B&M intensity, and you put those crazy twists into it. Yeah, very fun ride, very fun ride. How do I rank it compared to the other inverts I've rode? Let's see. I rode Montu, I rode both Dueling Dragons, and I rode Banshee. I would say this is on par with, oh yeah, and I rode Afterburn. This is definitely on par with Afterburn. Very good intensity, very good inversions, all that good stuff. Very fun ride. This is a cool park, but this park has a very confusing layout. I have no idea where everything is. And I don't see any maps. I'm guessing because of the COVID thing, I don't see any maps, or I don't see anyone with a map. Yeah, very confusing place. Alrighty then, I just got off of Fahrenheit. That's a very interesting ride there. I can see why people say it's a mix of Girth Tower and a mix of B&M. Yeah, it definitely seems like that. Things I like about the ride was that 90-degree drop that was pretty damn steep, and that airtime hill at the end of the ride that kind of threw me off. I forgot about that part. Yeah, that was fun. The only thing I didn't like was how shaky it was. I was on the last car, front row, and it was, I wouldn't say it was rough, but it was very, very shaky. So out of the 4 rides I've been on so far, Fahrenheit has been the, I guess, roughest. But yeah, so far so good. I like the coasters at this park. Moving on. Guess I'll go ahead and record this. Okay, so far I've been on, I think, 8 credits, and I am very impressed with this park's operations. A lot of the rides were 2 trains or 3 train operation if they can allow it. So far I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time. This park has a very unique collection of coasters, and this is a park I can see myself coming back to. Usually when I go to a park that I have never been to, I usually don't go back because there's usually nothing for me to go back to. But because Storm Runner, I think that's what it's called, Storm Runner, and Super Duper Looper was closed, so I unfortunately was not able to ride those. But I'm also skipping Laugh Track because the line was just a little too long for me to justify waiting in it compared to the other lines. So far, so good. I'm going to try the Boomerang, and then I'm gonna see if Comet line is not too bad. If not, then I'm going to just marathon Candymonium for the rest of the day. Yeah, but I'm having a good time. Unfortunately, Storm Runner is closed for the season, so I will not be able to ride this. But I will be riding it next time I come back here. All right, so I'm leaving the park, and man, what a day. I had a wonderful day here at Hershey Park. The operations were amazing. They had 2 to 3 train operations on every ride, obviously except for Sidewinder. Besides that, all the other rides was running 2 to 3 train operations. They were efficient. The most I had to wait was, what ride was that? I think it was Wildcat. But for the most part, I had a wonderful, wonderful time. I added 11 new credits to my account, and I'm going to one day post a video of this damn mask keep coming out, whatever. No one's around me. I'm also going to post my top coasters at this park. There were 3 coasters I didn't ride. They were Hershey Storm Runner, I think it's called, the Super Duper Looper, and Laugh Track. Laugh Track was open, but I didn't want to wait in that line. The line didn't seem long enough to justify waiting in it. And the other 2 were closed for the season. So this would definitely give me an excuse to want to come back to this park, because this park has a great collection of coasters, a very good collection of coasters. And I'm like, wow, I want to come back. Well, honestly, the main reason why I say that, because they got a B&M hyper coaster. You know, I love my B&Ms. I cannot live without riding my B&Ms. And not surprisingly, Candymonium was the most rides I had. I rode 3 times. Everything else I just rode once. But yeah, I had a great day. Thank you, Hershey Park. Thank you, operators, for doing an excellent job today. You were telling people to put on masks when they had the mask down. Y'all were doing the thing. I mean, social distancing wasn't. There was no such thing as social distancing. But I mean, you come with around other people, you kind of gotta assume the risk. But everyone was wearing their mask though. I would say that it was surprising how mostly, I would say 98% of people that was at the park were actively putting on their mask properly. So I didn't have any fears. I mean, anytime you go out the door, you know, you assume a risk or something. So yeah, I had a wonderful time.